Welcome to Occam's Razor, the gardening and canning channel. Yes, it's that time of year where spring is upon us, and summer's just around the corner, and the growing season has already started. I have my compost pile. As you can see, there's a pumpkin from last year. Took it out of my cold storage and just threw it out here. I still have canned pumpkin from my first year of gardening, which I'm now hardly consuming with every meal. And along the back of my fence, I have some other plants, and you will see interspaced some pots. Ooh, it's not all of them, of course. I have other pots. As you can see, nothing planted in them yet. I usually wait until the peppers go on sale, the hot peppers. They always do, because most people don't buy them. And then I just plant them, because I'm going to use them for pickling. And years before I'd even thought of putting a garden here. Our little doggy. Just put the rest here. And yes, we still have a lot of plants. Now I've planted a few seeds back here. We'll see if they'll come up this year. Usually I just put some sunflowers in pots. This time I decided to plant them in the ground. I've also planted a few zucchinis and other squashes. We'll see if they transform. And this other corner of the yard here, this was the original spot for the first depository of green matter. And over the last 2 years, I've decided to grow some tubers in here. Now they haven't come up yet. I might have to reseed. I was using some old tubers from last year. A few of them have come up in the tuber pile. As you can see, one of them has already started. Over there. Oh, my peas got away from me. As you can see, I planted some peas on the edges of the potato area. Only because once they're done, then the potatoes will continue to grow. Let's go across the way here to the other bed. Our bean bed. Our bean bed is set up quite nicely so that they will grow, and as the beans come up, especially the ones that I have further on, I just give them a stick for assist. Like so. Now we can see some other plants over there. They need some stick assist. So the plants on the other side of the bed will get more sun, and they grow more vigorously. Most of these are big kahunas this year. Last year I grew providers, and they pickled rather well. I think I'm pretty well done canning green beans in the original fashioned style of chopping them up and then canning them. I love this pickling recipe that I have. And as the season goes, I'm sure one of the videos will show you how we make that. Now I've got some zucchinis growing back here. Last year I grew some pickles. I found I just don't seem to have the bed space to grow cucumbers. And they just don't come in grouped well enough. For the amount of pickling that I do, I find it's probably easier to buy them locally when they're available in baskets. Now what you're looking at here is just our carrot area. I would have expected the carrots to start seeding and coming up. The last couple of days it was rather warm. So I think we're seeing some of them right there. There's the proto leaves coming up. Excellent. Now over to our squash beds. I love how the squashes keep through the winter, and if they start developing spots, I eat them faster. And if they're not the spaghetti squash, then I can can them. Now I have been planting various types of squashes here now, and I lost track of which ones I planted where, because after what happened last year, I think it's best not to worry about the spacing until they make it through their first couple of weeks of growth. Last year, I got infested with some kind of weird beetle, yellow and black striped carapace. Small, they were maybe, I don't know, about the quarter size of my pinky fingernail. And they would just go right into the flowers of the squash plants. It didn't matter if it was zucchini or the squashes or the pumpkin. It would just decimate them. Lost 2/3 of the crop last year. So, first year I planted these beds, which was 3 years ago. I planted some sage. And, well, what they say about tumbleweeds is true. These things are hardy. See these wonderful leaves. I mean, this plant just like lived right through the winter. And I had chopped most of it down and hung it up to dry. I still had them all hanging around. Now here's our onion bed. Onion and garlic bed. I also grow some lettuce on the edges sometimes, and kale. Kale, once that starts going, ooh, I love my crispy kale. And then, of course, last year I planted some dill, and I just let it go to seed in the spot. I collected a lot of the seed as well. Very handy for the pickling. It was right there. But now it's great because now it's filling in the cracks of the stones, and I much prefer any kind of herbs to be giving off their aromas rather than weeds filling up the cracks of these little paving stones. Yes, still a lot of weeding to be done in between the cracks, but the beds are looking good. And we'll just give you a broad view of what it looks like. Ah, yes. Now let's just go over to the front and look at our berry bushes. I had no berry bushes here 3 years ago. I call it the bird shit berry bush because the seeds grew and then it propagated. Now there used to be a rose bush that was planted in the front here between some different little scrubs, and it was actually surrounded by some field stones that were there until my next door neighbor went insane and decided he needed to redo that area over a decade ago. And I didn't really care. It was just an area. But then I thought, oh, yeah, I seem to be getting a lot of rosebush. Oh, wait, it's not thorny rosebush sprigs, it's sprouting fruit. So for the last 2 years, I've been collecting berries given to me by my creator. Look at the harvest I'm going to get this year. Look at this. Look at these. These are all going to become berries. I still have jam left over from from the first year. And it's great to give away as gifts. I love to make it two variants, sugar and sugarless. Of course, for the sugarless, I will use honey or maple syrup. Now, let's move over to the other bed in the front here. You see some morning glories have been coming up. And morning glories, my people out there, if you love morning glories, once you grow them, just let the vines go dry. And don't even take them down. Then the next year, in the spring, cut them down, throw them into the ground, and they will just sprout because they've got all the seed pods and husk around them to help them germinate. This is going to crawl all the way up the side of the house. All the way up. I've got a bit of soaker hose running because, fortunately, I've got a little spigot here, and I will usually grow some squash and some sunflowers in the front. And then between the morning glories, the squash, and the other plants in here, and the sunflowers, we just let them all duke it out. See who wins, but in the end, I always get some fruit. And those nasty yellow beetles, yellow and black carapace beetles, it took them about 3 weeks to find the front of the house from the backyard to start attacking the few squashes that I had. So I ended up with only 4 pumpkins last year. This is our first video for the garden and the canning. So as the garden grows, we'll be putting more footage up in the mornings, especially the nice mornings, you know, where the birds are chirping and the sun is coming through and the bees are going into the flowers to pollinate them and all those things. So yeah, looking forward to that. Okay. We'll see you next time. Bye. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Gardening, Cooking, and Canning channel. As you can see, our raspberries are coming in nicely. Very nice. And I had a bit of a surprise in a compost pile. I have some potatoes growing. We'll go back to the potatoes. There's the peonies. The ants have been doing their job. These should be flowering soon. Very nice. Now, with any luck, maybe some of the mystery zucchini will grow that I planted there and climb. Now, here we have our squash plants. You can see that they are coming up. Yes, something's been eating at them. There's only so much I can do. That's why I plant lots. Hopefully the critters will leave me something. So just coming back in with a vigor. You can see our other squash plants are slowly coming in. Now the peas. Peas have been doing rather well. They say you can plant these as soon as the snow's gone. Wait a week, plant them again. Wait another week, plant them again. And from what the fella at the gardening shop told me, you'll be the first on your block with peas. Well, today's weather is not very nice. It's not very nice at all. It's currently 9 degrees Celsius out. It's raining, it's miserable, but the plants are loving it. Should they love it better, like me, if it was warmer? But it ain't. Now our carrots are continuing to slowly come up. Not much progress from the last video, but they are making progress. So only 3 zucchini plants came up. The dedicated zucchini area. So they have been reseeded. A lot of reseeding yesterday. Now we can see where the onions are truly with full strength coming up. Now I had some who had started up from self-seeding, so I redistributed some of those when I was planting the seed onions. But as you can see, some of them did not make it. So I think we will be reseeding those. It doesn't matter if you have different crops coming up at the same time. That was another trick I was using last year. These onions, you'll see these coming up. As they get taller, start to flop. If you take those and you cut those off, the onion will continue to grow bigger. When they start flopping, that's when the onion wants to be picked. It's getting ready to bolt. Bolt turning the seed. Now, these peas seem to be doing a little better than the other ones. A little taller anyway, they're all planted at the same time. Seem to be doing better as companions to the potatoes. Now, the potatoes, I was disappointed. I did have some extra potatoes from last year that had gone green. When they go green, it's because they've been exposed to light and they start producing a toxin within the potato. So I cut them up, I planted them, and a few of them came up, but some of them didn't. So yesterday the seed potatoes had to go in. Oh, I don't know if you caught me there. The camera decided to go on low power. Might have cut off my voice. As I was saying, the green potatoes, not good for you, toxic. Digging the soil up for the plant in you see potatoes. They weren't eyeing at all. Now the beans where they did not come up, they were reseeded. And some of them did come up. Just the critters have done a job on them. Okay? Look at this. Oop, on the way. Look at that. Completely ate the leaves right off. Oh well. Let's see, we have another one coming up right there. Well, last year was all provider beans, and they pickled really well. I hope the big kahunas this year do as well. Well, the previous owners of the property had planted a lot of flowers in the back. I love these. All right, let's go look at the front. Well, all plants love the rain. I was talking to a friend yesterday. She's been watching my videos. She gets a little anxious seeing all the scrub in here that needs to be pulled as weeds. Well, gardening's not the only thing I have to do during the day. So, here as well, some reseeding, because obviously the squashes did not come up that I put in back here, so they've been reseeded. And our morning glories are doing rather well. No, they vine, they will grow up through this, all the way to the top. But this year, I just tore down all the vines and threw them into the ground. A little soil on top because seeds are already in the seed pods, and they just took off. Now, our berry bush doing rather well. Look at the size of this thing. Well, this is going to keep me busy in a couple of weeks. Once June hits, usually out here twice a day picking berries. And this is how fast they actually ripen. You'll see they will come out red. Not ready yet, they're still sour. You have to wait till they turn black. All right. This is it for the gardening footage for today. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye. Welcome to Occam's Razor. So I grabbed some footage in my Microsoft, so we're going to take an opportunity to go back through the past and see how we built the garden. So as you can see, right here is where a bunch of dirt got dumped. My front yard, so that I could fill in the garden in the back. Now I'd gotten some wood together and pieces that I needed, and slowly started tearing the backyard apart, putting things together. I got some boards, painted them up, just so they would last. The boards are starting to rot a bit, but you know, boards can be changed. And really, the only reason I did this was to have some raised beds, just to make it easier for the weeding. Now, there's an area on the side of the house had some old flagstones in place, and that's the number there if anyone's interested in what those blocks are in between that hold the boards. Now, those flagstones, I needed to get rid of them, because I wanted to change around all the patio stones that I had. But what to do with the flagstones? Initially, I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with them. I thought maybe I might use them as a bit of a retaining wall, where I was going to put the above-ground pool. But then I changed my mind and decided to put them in between the flower beds. As you can see right there, I was scraping up some gravel. Now, the previous owners had gravel all along the back side of the yard. Obviously, they wanted to have a bigger deck. Had that on top of some weed sheets. Well, I just repurposed as much as the gravel as I could. Ended up having a small dump of gravel delivered just to finish the project. But eventually it all came together. But I needed to get the garden in first that year. the garden needed to get in first so that it could start to grow. Now these pictures started around early May. And here we are into early June, and already things are starting to grow. Much nicer weather 4 years ago than what we have today. Yes, the raspberry bushes were bigger. Hey, there's the future compost pile. My first batch of potatoes went in. As you can see, there's some stakes there. I did the old stake and let the squashes climb up the stake trick. That didn't work very well. It was better than, hey, look, doggy's in a blanket. All that gravel under the deck, that needed to be repurposed too. There's no reason why it was under there in the first place. There we go. There's all the beds without the flagstones in between. There's the flagstones there with the retaining wall that was not built. Yeah, first year gardening, just trying different things. And along the digging, I found this little plastic man. You never know what you're going to find when you're digging in your backyard. Some of the early flowerings. Here's the delivery of the patio stones to finish the project in the backyard. An old dog bowl. I leave it filled out there. The birds, they got a drink, and so do the squirrels. Grew some corn the first year. Boy, that really sucks the nutrients out of the soil. You're getting the area ready for the pool. Nice and flat. The peonies. The ones that you should be seeing in video episode 1.2. Well, I didn't quite know how much that garden was going to grow the first year. I never really tried much vertical growing. I never did it on my last property. This is something new. So finally, the patio stones were in place. Then I put the pool up. And then I had a little doggy walking around. There she is. She's a service dog for someone else. Smart little puppy. Smelling the peonies. Finished putting in a couple of more patio stones, especially if one wants to get into the pool without crawling across the grass. My little haven in the backyard. And my first crop. Cabbage. Here's the sunflowers slowly coming out. Pepper plants in the pots. And within the squashes, see how well they grow. And look how tall those sunflowers got. Now, I expect, hopefully, to get the same amount of growth this year. Every year has been about the same, except last year was a little less because of the beetle pestilence. The pumpkins, they grew well in the front, also using the stake method, as you can see there, with some ties. The pumpkins did really well in the front. I hate green peppers. Don't even know why I grew them. Now you can see the pumpkin squash plants just spreading everywhere. So I had to train one along the side of the house. even growing across the front step. Oh, nice little pumpkins. Or no, those are spaghetti squash. And even in the corner, right next to the chimney, we ended up getting a pumpkin growing there as well. Now you can see the leaves starting to go a little yellow on the squashes. Something I learned the first year growing them is that I now start spraying them early in June with a mixture of turmeric and a little bit of olive oil in the water so it sticks to the leaves. And the turmeric helps to keep the leaf mold from starting, and it's also a natural anti-pestilence. Because if you don't nip it early in the bud, early in the summer, it'll spread really fast, and then all your leaves start to die, and then your pumpkins just aren't getting any more food, and they just won't grow anymore in size. My first dried pickles. A dry summer in August. The grass all died, but just the pumpkins kept growing well. Look at the greenery. Look at that, pumpkins everywhere. Sunflowers. Every year so far, we've gotten the pumpkin vines over the sidewalk and into the grass. And then I just cut the grass around it. Oh yeah, look at those flowers. Well, I think we're getting near the end. Ah yes, the leaves are starting to yellow. The pictures are getting near the end of the summer. Pumpkins, pumpkins everywhere. Well, this year we'll be showing you how to can these little fellas. Ah yes, the corn I grew the first year. Tomatoes, which I shouldn't eat. Yeah, so I'm not doing those beans anymore. They'll be pickling them, but not canning them. I mean, I'll be canning and pickling them, but just, no, not regular canned beans. They're so bland. There's only so many ways you can have them. Ah, there's the quarter pumpkin. All right, well, I really want to thank all of you for coming to watch this video. It's nice and well. Oh, there's a giant summer squash. See you next time. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the gardening channel. I have a routine I do every morning, because I love my 7-minute boiled eggs. And what I do with the water, after I'm finished boiling the eggs, I just do some weed maintenance. After all, I've expended the energy to boil this water, so why not get some use out of it? You know what happens when plant matter meets boiled water? It turns to mush. Well, it's another miserable day. High today is again going to be 9 degrees Celsius. In fact, by the end of the next 7 days, it's not going to go up above 14 degrees Celsius, according to the weather forecast. So without this heat, I don't know how well these seeds are actually going to come up. Ah, we have seen. Now that could be a squash. No, I don't think so. Well, morning glories are doing just fine. And the bird berry bush, as always, just loving the weather. I mean, these bushes evolved here. As you can see, I tied these bushes up early in the spring so that I could have a gap to squeeze back here, but of course they're growing towards the wall. That's all right. I'll put on some light long pants and long sleeves as the weather gets warm. And crawl in there and start grabbing berries. All right, well, let's go in the backyard, see how things are growing there. Back in year 2000, I had been reposted back to 427 Squadron on the Griffin helicopter. My prior tour there from 1990 to 94 had been on the Twin Huey in Kiowa. Oh, the potatoes still growing. Excellent. Last year's pumpkin has finally collapsed in on itself. So there was somebody there who had been previously posted out in DC in Victoria. Peonies should be flowering very soon. Now, living out in Victoria, she's able to pretty well garden year round. But it being a very temperate area, most of that gardening had to be done in the rain. She said, well, you just put your mind to it and get out there and do it. That's all very fine and dandy. I've been waiting all bloody winter for some warm weather. I know eventually, it's a week's worth of rain still coming, seems like. Can't really cut the grass until it stops raining. The squashes keep growing. Excellent. Peas. Another inch. Oh yeah. Onions just love this weather. What the carrots doing? So, see another squash come up. Let's get in here and grab these big leafers, eh? Just try not to grab the carrots. Okay, I'll leave the other ones there. How's the beans doing? Look at this, eh? Oh, there's another one finally coming out of the soil. Let's see right here. Around in our potato pile. Our extra potato area. Oh, there's one. Finally. All right. How's these peas doing? Yeah. Something about them sharing the potato bed seems to make them grow better, or just give the nutrients in this box. First potatoes to come up. All right. Well, with sunnier mornings, we will have more bird chirping. I can see all the dill. The dill is going to be ready before I'm ready to pickle. No, I'll be getting some cucumbers in the grocery store when they're available in the baskets, and we'll be pickling them then. And we'll also be doing some fermented pickles. They take about a month. And the canning process is very, very delicate. I don't know how many jars I've lost just bursting in the water. But now I have a trick now. I know how to do them properly. All right, well, let's sign off. Thank you all for coming out and watching this this rainy episode. Hope the garden's still going. Enjoy your day. Maybe next time we will have more fauna chirping in the background. See you next time. Bye. Look at this. Look at this. This just popped up in the day. And this is between the cracks of my patio stones. Don't tell me you can't grow squash anywhere. Welcome back to theoccamsrazorsharp garden. Looks like we got a bit of a reprieve from the rain. Things are looking crisp and healthy and green. Well, we had a little more growth since this morning. Nice. They're all coming along. Now if the critters can just leave them alone. Oh, look at this press. Oh, is that a weed? That's a weed. That's not sage. Get in there later. Oh, that was sage. Oh, look, some of it's going to seed already. Very nice. What do we have here? Look at you fellas. Oh, missed a weed. I have to get that one after. A little more growth. Oh, it's time to start trading the peas. Here. Still growing. All right. Well, I guess I lucked out with all this rain. Well, these proto leaves did not do well coming out so fast, even in the rain. Like there's sunbird. And the onions. Oh, looks like I have some winter onions ready to pull. Outstanding. Look at them, training themselves. Perfect. And the beans. These peas. Nice. And more potatoes come up. Just that one there from this morning. No, none yet. All right. Well. Last year, I had some trellis running across the top, and the squashes grew everywhere. A few of them into the neighbor's yard. They tossed them back. Well, the raspberry bush is nice and healthy. All right, let's go look at the front. All right. Oh, everything is so green. Mostly weeds. Oh, oh, yes. That looks like a sunflower. All right. And yes, sunflower. Okay. And my favorite berry bush. I wonder if I should get a hummingbird feeder. All right, well, that's it for the Break in the Clouds this afternoon. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Welcome back to Occam's Razor Garden. Yesterday's afternoon footage just preceded this footage. So you should be able to see the changes from yesterday afternoon to today, as we have another break in the rain. Oh. So potatoes are still coming up here in a compost pile. And the berries are getting ready to come out on this tree. They're just for the fauna. I don't eat these. Ah, we can see the peonies starting to open. And the ants. Ants right there doing their thing. Oh, yeah. All right. Have the critters left us alone. Well, this leaf hasn't had any more munching on it. Well, they seem to be doing okay. How about these squashes over here? Well, something's been picking at it. What are those holes in there? What's going on here? Hey? Oh well. Okay. Yeah, these are just doing fine. Not something much on this one. Alright, over to the squashes. There's another one that's come up there. Oh, need some others. Yes, another one's come out of the soil. Perfect. Oh, look at the carrots since yesterday. Hmm? Yeah. And another squash. This is zucchini. Another one here, another one there. All right, how's the beans? Okay. I'm gonna fix that stick. There we go. Oh, look at that, eh? Just ate the leaves right off of it. Something eating these leaves too. It's always the thing. Probably the slugs. Well, I have some more crushed eggshells. I'll throw them out here. From what I've been told, the nitrogen that gets released from these eggshells is what keeps the slugs away. And no new peelings, just the same one from yesterday. There, it's coming up. I guess the seed potatoes should be coming up in a week or so. The other ones that I put in. Oh, look at you peas. Alright, put them over here. Well, at least we're getting some potatoes. We're putting these other seed potatoes in later. I don't know if I'll be able to get 2 batches of potatoes if you're... Ah, there we go. So this one's flopping already. That means... cut those off. Look at the kale, it's just taken off from yesterday after I cleaned up those other pieces that were sapping its strength. Alright, let's go up front and have a look. See you there. And here we are. Ah, there we go. Clouds even out. The bees will be happy. More of the lavender finally start to come. This smells so good. It's beautiful lavender. So, what's this? No, that's not one of them. Still hoping for squash and pumpkin to come up. If not, we will receive them. Where's this garbage come from? What is this? Soup stock. Well, Better than a condom wrapper. So there's what we were looking at yesterday. Get that one there. Yep. Looks like we're having some luck. And of course, the bird shit berry bush. All doing just fine. Oh, it's climbing. Getting taller. Oh, June is going to be so busy. All right. Well, that about covers it for today's growth update. We'll see you at the next one. Thanks for coming out. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Occam's Razor Garden. The rains have finally shifted to intermittent thunderstorms for the next couple of days. Oh yeah. Looks like I'll be getting some new potatoes out of the compost pile before anywhere else. I gotta climb in here and pull some weeds. Get rid of those sappers down there. How's the peonies doing? Oh, they just want to come out and burst on their own time. Yeah, these are coming up too. You do the ant traps for the year. Oh, look at all the mosquitoes coming out. Yeah, humidity right now is, what, 92%? Well, how are you fellas doing? Eh? More plants coming out of the ground? Oh, these have done well. Yes, they have. All right. Well, at this rate, it looks like grass cutting is going to be on Tuesday. Before we get another week of projected cloudiness and rain. Oh yes. Well, they're doing fine. Okay, what are you crawling on? No, you've flown off. Good. Yeah. Did some weed picking yesterday. Some more have come out. Well, looks like the critters are staying at bay. Maybe they have enough to eat up against the fence line. A little progress here on the carrots. Well, in spite of their yellow tinge, they seem to be growing a little bit. Let's hope they continue. And the onion bed is onioning. Look at you, kale, go. I'm gonna have to start picking off those bottom leaves. I had a few of them a couple of days ago. Ate a bit, offered some to my higher power. To be thankful for the growing season. Look at you, peas. Oh, I think it's time to train you. Are you trainable? I do not know. Look, you fellas over here. Now, a little more. Now he's caught on. He's caught on right here. How are the beans? Well, straight out of the soil. Yeah, still suffering there from the critters. Some of them are still getting through though. You're not a bean. Okay. Well, those should be almost up to the lattice by next week. Should be getting some beans by the end of June. All right. Still only the 2 potatoes. I'm sure the others will come up soon. All right, well, the garden grows. And let's make our way to the front. All right. Now all the flowers are coming out. No, these are all gonna flower soon. All right, has there been any growth? I'm gonna have to get in here and start pulling some weeds too. Okay, we've got you there. What along the back? Anything? Now, these little digging holes, I wonder if they dug up my seeds. All right, well, I guess we'll throw in some more pumpkin seeds today and see what happens. And there's that plant. There's the other one here. I don't think that's one of them. All right, well, only time will tell if those seeds that I planted will come up. And all you morning glories there just look ready to take off. And on to the favorite bush of the day, the birdshit berry bush. All right. Oh. Quite buggy this morning. Of course it is. All right, well, that's about it for today's growth. The sun is out right now. And will be intermittent for the next couple of days. But the garden grows. And we have to start getting together our recipes so that when things are available, we can immediately can on the go. Because that's usually what happens. Is that you got to can it when it's fresh. If you want it crunchy coming out of the jar, you got to put it in crunchy. You can't let it sit for a couple of days because you just end up with soft pickles. This has been Occam's Razor Garden. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Good morning. Welcome back to Occam's Garden. All right. Well, our bushes are coming along. I don't think I'll get too many berries this year. Okay. Well, today is supposed to be perhaps some intermittent thunderstorms this afternoon, but sunny all morning. So I think we'll still wait till tomorrow, probably, to cut the grass, unless it dries up enough this morning. And then get in here, pull a few of those weeds I said I was going to pull yesterday. Just got too busy. Too busy with the other channel, actually. How are these peonies doing, eh? Look at that moisture, just glistening. Soon those will flower. Well, it's about 9 degrees this morning. It's supposed to go up to 21. Oh, well, these are going to come up a little sooner, I think. And this one's just about ready to unfurl. Oh yeah. Well, those are just starting to loosely flower as well. The bees will be happy. So, any new potatoes coming out? Just the one and the other one. Yeah. All right, how's the beans this morning? Well, we have a few more beans that have come out. Yes. We'll have to find you some sticks, boys. The other ones are coming up. There's been a little bit of critter munching there. And of course, here. How's this little fella doing? Oh, look at you, poor bastard, hey? Oh, you're just bloody plants. Following your genetic messaging. Oh, you are not a bean. All right. Okay. Well, this morning the soil will get to dry out a little. How is the peas? Peas are still growing, potatoes are still coming through. Oh yeah. Look at these nice ones. Perfectamundo. Alright. Carrots are going good. Look, finally, the vine will start. Well, after today's rain, looks like I will have to get my my turmeric mixture together and start spraying the plants. Get a head start on keeping that leaf mold from starting. Wow. So, well, this is how much rain we got in the last couple of days. Good. Good, because I didn't fill the pool all the way up. Figured the rain finish it off for me. How are these squashes coming along? Oh, look at you. Yeah, I know, they're too close together. But it is what it is. They will climb. They will climb all the way up and over top. Right? And then back around down. And with these, they will crawl across. How are we doing down here? Peas are doing good. Ah, yes. Well, let's go in the front and have a look. Maybe we'll be surprised to see. All right. Let's see you there. Wow, these are just not used to getting this much water. That's what I love about these ones. There's the chicks and peas, they call them. They go weeks, forget about watering them. They still survive. Ah, see? Nice. Oh, this rain has really perked things up. Oh, look. The last of these tulips, I guess. All right. You see anything? Well, looks like this one right here. And any squashes back here? No? Nothing yet? Oh yes, look. There's one. So, I threw some zucchini and some pumpkins in this bed this year, along with some sunflowers in the front, so they can all fight it out with the morning glories. And meanwhile, the bird shit berry bush. Still growing, still giving me more buds. Okay. A little more height there. What I'm going to do is compare it to yesterday's video. All right. That's it for today's growth. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Occam's Razor Garden, cooking and canning. We'll be looking at today's growth progress from yesterday. Today is going to be a high of 21, apparently. So that's nice. Oh, look at these potatoes just growing in here. Look, I got some new potatoes out of the compost pile for dinner in a month, methinks. And the peonies. Ooh, getting ready to go. Now you'll notice I've put in the pots, got those ready yesterday, so that the peppers can be planted once they're available. All right, well, let's look at the squashes. And of course, the weeds are always coming out. Got to take care of them weeds. Oh, you're coming along fine. How's the other bed doing? Look at you. All right. Looks like all the squashes I didn't think were going to come up are coming up. What the hell are you? More. All right. And the peas. The peas still doing wonderful. All right, let's move down to the next bed. What's going on here? Well, the carrots slowly still coming up. Today's heat should give us a nice growth spurt. Squashes, zucchini. Oh, good. Look at the plants. Good. All right, plants are good. As long as we can make sure that the pestilence doesn't hit us again this year. No guarantees. Yeah. How's my kale? I actually had a little bit of kale a couple of days ago. Breaking off some of them bottom leaves. Snatched a few garlic sprouts. Had my first little salad of the year. Oh, we got a squirrel. A little camera shy. He's just gun shy. Wow, look at you guys. He's really taking advantage of the morning sun. I think the peas in the potato bed will do the best. Look at that, eh? How's them potatoes? Oh, it's just coming up wonderfully. Perfectamundo. And the beans. Still some of the initial growth. What happened here? See? Look at that. Snatch the leaves off, snatch the leaves off. What are we doing over here? Yeah. There's something attacked those leaves too. Munch, munch, munch. Munching on this one. Munching on this one. And no beans coming up here yet. Well, I imagine with today's heat, we should get a little better. All right. And the potato bed. Down here, we threw in my spare potatoes. Again, still just 2 plants growing. No new ones coming up yet. All right. Well, let's make our way back to the front and check on the front bed and the berry bush. All right. Let's go. Chicks and peas. Okay. Got some nice flowering here. All right. Our front peonies will be blue. So any of those seeds I planted? Nope. You're still struggling. And you? No. You really do want to come up. Good. I don't see any squashes starting in the back yet. Okay. And you? Let's hope you're making it all the way to the end. The end being as you grow up. Okay, you could be one, I'm not sure. Now, I think we might see some crawling today. I think just got a bit of growth from the heat. All right, how's the berries coming along? Oh. Yes, the flowers will be opening soon. Oh, what's this? Yes. Yes, we have some activity. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at you guys, all opening up. Beautiful. Got some more over here. Yes. Isn't it amazing, the genetic code built into protein sequencing, building stuff like this for us to consume. The way our planet just puts stuff together for us to stay alive through our short little existence on this blue ball. All right. This has been Occam's Razor, gardening, cooking, and canning. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Welcome to Occam's Razor, gardening, cooking, and canning. Well, it's another beautiful sunny morning. The temperature is just above 10. The birds are out. Growth, eh? You can tell the compost pile is full of nutrients for those potatoes to keep growing. Okay, so yesterday got a couple of pepper plants for the canning. Here's some Carolina hot peppers. And there's a cayenne pepper. Now, for some reason, they didn't have any Hungarians out this year. Maybe because they just don't sell. I'm still waiting for some to come out on sale so I can fill the rest of the plants. And peonies are taking their time coming out. And the rest of the pots. Mosquitoes are out in force this morning. Now, how's our growth? Not much more since yesterday. Except for that fella right there. Look at him. How's this plot doing? Well, peas are all still growing fine. So what do we got here? No, it's about up to my wrist. I put it down. See how that compares with the other pea plants by the potato beds. What we got? Oh yeah. See, look at that. These ones too. First year I planted the squashes, I had a lot of squashes like that too. Once they were all coming out, I actually thinned them out. Well, given the pests I had last year, I can't take that chance. Look at you. Somebody took a munch. Wonderful. Somebody's nibbling off these ones too. Insect-wise. On this side. Okay. All right. The onion bed. Doing just fine. Now look at that. Kale will soon be right past the tomato guard. Yeah. Well, see, these ones got these nice big onions from last year. These ones here. Now, as soon as these start flopping over, I'm going to pull the first onion, see what it looks like. Now, oh look, you're already bolting. That's what happens when you grow kale from last year. As you can see, it's coming off right here from last year's. Well, I hope the other kale starts coming up soon. I'll have to plant some today. Wow. Look at all the dill, eh? It's even in between. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay. So our carrots still coming up. And our zucchinis. Zucchini! Okay, how's the beans? Well, come up there. Got one of his leaves munched off. This other one will be up tomorrow. Well, oh, look at you. What the bloody hell happened here? Look at that. Why would a critter take my bean plant out? We'll see what happens. Bloody tree rats. Okay. Oh yeah, much more growth over here. Look at this. It's almost twice the growth. Wow. Well, what a difference the sun makes. Yeah, the potatoes still coming up. What's that? No, that's weed. And the one, and the two, and still nothing else from the other seed potatoes. All right. Whew. It's a bright sunny morning. See if we don't lens flare too much here. Oh yeah. Okay. Now, let's make our way to the front and see how that's making out. As always, with the chicks and peas. Spring flowering. Spring flowering is here. It's a lavender. Should get in here and trim the old stuff off. Oh yeah. Still retains its scent. Okay. We're getting some wonderful growth, but I wish I had a plant would come up. All right. Okay, so is that? I think that's a sunflower. How are you coming along? Oh, he's struggling. That's a weed. Milkweed. All right, let's look back here. There's that one there that we know of. Yeah, as you can see, I just threw some seeds around. Well, I planted a few. Had a few left over. I had so many pumpkin seeds. Guess if I roasted them, I could eat them. All right. So it looks like that's one of ours. That's looking like one of ours. That could be milkweed, not sure. It's just the stalk. The stalk is confusing. Okay. All right. There's the morning glories. Look at them. They're just starting to climb now. Yeah. Yeah. Threw out some boiling water yesterday on this. Yeah, it's already starting to clear. And our bird-shaped berry bush. Oh yeah. Future berries right here. All right, looking good. Yeah, all right, let's move up here. Yeah, I think it's grown about as tall as it's gonna get. All right. Well, bye-bye. Welcome to Occam's Razor, Gardening, Cooking, and Canning. Well, it's a gloomy, rainy day. And we're going to look and see how our progress is doing today. Raspberry bushes. Doing just fine. Compost pile. Potatoes, soon to be new. And the pepper plants are coming along, especially with this rain. The peonies will be blooming soon. And our other empty pots waiting for the peppers to go on sale. Might even put in a few tomato plants, I don't know. Now I have also added, see if we'll get sunflower. Over here as well, that little pot. They usually grow well along the back. Especially since that's the part of the yard that gets the most sun in the back. Well, our squash plants have gone through their proto growth and now are stalling. What is that? Oh, yeah. Looks like the other leaf got taken out. My critter. Yeah. Oh well. That's why I plant lots. Look, our sage. Our sage is getting ready to seed. Once these start growing, it's going to be exponential. Yeah. Our peas. The peas are just doing fine. Peas by June. June in a couple of days. Carrots still doing okay. Yeah, and our zucchinis have finally all come up. And they're doing better. They're doing better than the other squashes. Well, zucchinis are usually a little faster. Zucchini! Yeah. If you noticed yesterday, the kale was starting to bolt. Yeah. 3 kale seeds. Oh, look at you. You need something to hang on to. Okay? Not today? All right. Yes. Peas doing just fine. And potatoes. So, where the potatoes from last year did not come up, I planted sweet potatoes, and they have yet to come up. Well, I mean, some of them have come up, so I figured the rest of them would come up. Oh well, not all planted at the same depth. Wow. Still trying to live, eh? Okay. Look at them. Oh, getting munched on by something. Well, unless I come out here in the dark, in the wee hours of the morning with a flashlight to figure out what's eating my plants, I don't think I'm going to find out. And our potato bed back here. Still only 2 shoots, the one there and the one here. All right, well, along the back fence, we planted a lot of morning glory pods. So, there we go. There's a bunch of them coming up here. Well, we'll see how they do. They grew well last year and they covered this whole back fence. They haven't been sprouting as fast as they have in the front. Well, they were free seeds, and that's the beauty of growing them. One seed packet will give you a massive amount of vines with a whole ton of other seeds. Okay, well, drizzy, rainy day. Temperature's about 14, 15 degrees right now. It won't hit 20 today. Let's go in the front. Let's go in the front and see what it's doing. Chicks and peas. look at these milkweeds just popping right out, eh? Have to get rid of those. Well, it looks like the other few plants, looks like sunflowers will make it. And I think I see a squash. Is that a squash? Is that a squash there? That could be a squash. Okay. And the other one back here is still growing. Yeah. All right. And right here in the front, got the sunflowers coming along. And our morning glory progress. How's the other morning glories doing over here in the corner? Yeah. They always compete for the sun when they're growing, especially with the massive birdshit berry bush. Yeah. Look at you guys. Okay. Is that a little, oh, look at that. Little berry color coming out. Anytime soon, the berries will be here. All right. That's it for today's update on the growth. We'll see you next time on Occam's Razors, Gardening, Cooking, and Canning. Good morning to Occam's Razor, Gardening, Cooking, and Canning. It's another beautiful morning. The raspberry bushes are just growing. The compost potatoes growing. Now finally some new sprouts there on the pepper plant. You're doing much better. The peonies still slowly coming out. Okay. Well, there we go, eh? Look at that. Little munching going on here. Well, a little more growth from yesterday. There we go. Look at this. Yeah. There's just coming off. Another one coming out right there. Oh, another one under the hose. Yep. Yes. And the peas are finally getting tall enough to want to grab. These will flower soon. Sage. Oh, yes. There's our zucchinis. And the carrots. Carrots just doing fine. slowly but surely. I don't know anyone named Shirley. Oh yeah, look at that guy right there. 2 zucchini plants leading the way. No, 3 leading the way. Yes. No, my poor beans. Hey, look at that. Little fella comes out and gets attacked. Okay. Well, the beans are doing as best they can. All right, let's go check the corner potatoes. Yeah. Well, still just the 2. Right. Oh, no, that's not it. And the potato bed. Still doing okay. Still some potatoes coming out. The ones that have come out are doing just fine. Wow. Can't wait for those peas. So delicious. Especially fresh out of the garden. And our onions, our onions are just growing fine. Yes. I wonder if there's anything new coming out front. All right, well, let's go have a look. Now, for the weirdest reason, my recording of the front garden this morning was recorded at full bloody speed. I have no idea. The entire, it usually is about 2 or 3 minutes, played in about 12 seconds. So I had to slow it down as much as I could as you're watching this choppy picture unfold here. And as you can see, there's not much going on over there. I'm looking at a couple of milkweeds. And I was mentioning that apparently when milkweeds come out, when they're fresh out, you got the little buds, those are edible. You make tea with them. They're rather tasteless. I have no idea what nutrients are in them. I just found that out from a friend yesterday. And I was like, well, I mean, it's kind of friend that also eats dandelion leaves in their salad, which is really healthy, really super healthy for you. As a matter of fact, the best time to harvest dandelion, if you're going to make tea with it, is in the spring. I guess that's when it has the most nutrients in it. But as you can see there, some of the plants are coming up. Some of the squashes have finally started. Whether it's a zucchini or a pumpkin, I'm not sure, in the front. And everything else is slowly coming along. The birdshit berry bush, well, it's doing fantastic as well. Even more of the flowers are getting ready to come out. There's a little more redness in some of the flower buds. Yeah, that's about all there is. And I do have a bumblebee hive somewhere in the area. So getting some pollinators. All right, well, we'll see you next time. Bye. welcome back to Occam's Razors Gardening, Cooking, and Canning. Well, it's a rather really windy morning, and the temperature is around 11. We expect a high of 15 with most probably showers today. And the wind, you'll probably hear the wind on the microphone. At least some birds are busy. All right, how's the growth going? Well, the peonies are still progressing nicely. The ants have done their job. The pepper plant's not moving too fast, but this is not a very sunny area. That's okay. The pepper plants did well last year. A combination of shade and sun seemed to do them nicely. All right, peppers will go on sale, so I can grab some more. As you know, everything is getting expensive. How's this soil doing? Yeah, still moist. Good. Whoops. Sorry about the finger, folks. How's the other one doing? Okay. Yeah. How slowly these flowers come out. Oh, there we go.